Hey, wonderfuls. Sheree's pick-me behavior is disgusting. Do you all see Kenya's look of disbelief on her face? In the latest episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Sheree is seen here trying to convince Kenya about her idea of Martell being good enough. Yeah, basically that's what it is. She's trying to say Martell is good enough. And look at Kenya, y'all. Kenya could hardly believe this. And you see, that's typical of pick-me behavior. A queen doesn't look like that. Look at that girl. She's trying to convince somebody over a man. Look at Sheree. A queen doesn't talk like that. Sheree talks in a tone of settling. And Kenya had to remind her of her previous relationship or relationships. Okay, the episode did show a cutback on the or back episode of her then man, Sheree's then man, saying something to the effect that you still breathing, aren't you? Or not choking her hard enough. You know, it was just a mess. I couldn't believe what I was hearing because she was still talking. Yeah, something like, well, he didn't choke her hard enough. You still talk, or you still breathing. So Kenya had to remind her of that. So our girl was trying to talk some sense into Sheree's density. At this point, I just don't know what is wrong with the girl. I couldn't believe how Sheree just kept trying to convince Kenya about Martell. Kenya was like, Sheree, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. And she also reminded her that girl, during that scene with Martell calling Kenya a garden hoe, that she was supposed to have her back. It's like, girl, we are supposed to have each other's back against these lowlifes. It's like, where were you? And it's like, that's why she's standing up there in disbelief about this girl being in her face trying to defend this lowlife, Martell Holt. Okay? Also, did you all hear how Martell referred to Kenya and bedding her down? Well, you know, he said it in the most absolute disgusting way. But we have to keep it clean for YouTube. So, you know, in psychology, you all, with what he said, they call that a Freudian slip. Meaning that, of course, that is exactly what he wants to do with Kenya. And that it was exactly what he intended when he slipped into her DMs. Yeah. And now he's trying to act all nonchalant about it. Sheree girl, get some help. Haven't you been through enough with lowlifes like Martell? It doesn't matter what age you are, girl. You don't have to act desperate like this. Girl, pick your self-esteem up. Pick up your identity. Don't you want the very best for yourself, Sheree? Look at the man. A man like that, narcissist in every way, tells off on himself every time. He couldn't even keep to himself his Freudian slip of really wanting to bed down Kenya. Yeah, so much so that he resorted to calling her names. He resorted to calling her a garden tool. Come on now. Come on now. Now, you know I've talked about the little boy behavior on the playground when these little boys call themselves liking these little girls and how they talk to them. This is that same little boy trying to call Kenya a garden tool just because she rejected him. Yeah, that's what that was. That was a rejection when she did not accept his DM. And also, he tells us something else about that with his big mouth. He says, I bet she accepts every DM she gets. Oh, really? But she didn't accept yours, did she? So, trying to throw that out there, she accepts every DM she gets, but she didn't accept yours though, did she? So see how the narcissist try to twist things and try to gaslight. He's so ridiculous. He doesn't even realize that he's giving himself away every time he acts, every time he speaks, because his mind is just consumed with what it is he wants. He's not concerned about the lady. So, Sheree, girl, he's telling you. You know the saying. When people show you who they are, believe him. He's telling you. I mean, look at Kenya. She couldn't believe this. Yeah, y'all got to check that scene out. This girl was, Sheree was fighting for this man like just total ridiculously. Total ridiculously. Okay, wonderfuls. Talk to you later.